I'm going to like this list less, primarily because it's a little more aggressive. It doesn't have Rekindling Phoenix, it doesn't have better removal. But we have some cards in the sideboard like Carnage Tyrant and Vivian and Sorcerer Spyglass and stuff. Like, maybe we're a little bit better versus control. I like every card in the deck, actually. Um, kind of hoping it goes well. Have no idea if it will. I'm not sure about on the 3-3 mix between Vanguard and Knight, but I think Vanguard's probably really good after the performances of the last Grand Prix. And there's a potential that you just want like 4 of each and not this many lieutenants. Who knows? Who knows, I say. Hey, we're versus a grinder that usually beats our face in. A pretty easy keep. Obviously going to need a Z white mana at some point. We have a hand that looks like it would be bad versus black-green. We'll have to find out the hard way. Kind of sad that he hit there. I would much rather have been able to 3-block. Guess we're just going to slam this one then. Tocatli doing Tocatli things. Assume at this point he has removal spells, and that's okay. Kind of just want to offer him this. I don't think this card really gets much better. And I assume at some point they're going to have a fine finality. Well, not hitting this land was really discouraging. Because I want to add something else to the board so that... I probably should have added the Foreign Lieutenant. So that, like, a Vraska's not that dream crushing, but I'm pretty sure just a finality crushes me pretty hard too, so... Really just want to land. Is that so hard? Guess he gets to draw a card if I attack with that. Well, we're not attacking with the Knight of Grace, so that seems like the simplest thing I can do. Choices, choices, choices. This is just the best choice. Means even if he has finality, he's dead now. Yes, I said choices, choices, choices on a play that there probably wasn't actually a choice. It's arguable that we could want this. Definitely don't want you, definitely don't want you. I think one of their ways to beat us is actually just finality and stuff, so I don't think we want those. I could see these being useful, I could see this being useful. I could see these at least being useful. Don't know if I want any of the enchantment removal. Because they're going to have Vivian Reeds, and they're going to have the big Vraska, so like, it seems like I'm just giving them extra triggers. To the point where I think I'm even going to take this out. I do want the Vivians though, because they can kill Doom Whisperers, and Doom Whisperers is one of the better cards versus what we're doing. I'll probably dump those two. Indestructible, create some green things. Probably not. Maybe these aren't good enough. Maybe we're just a better creature deck. I don't actually think these are real good here either, though, so we'll try a couple. Four lieutenants might not have been good enough. Could have been something I could have sided out. In the same situation as last game, really going to want another white mana, but obviously looks like it's good enough to keep. Hey Corey, what's up? Deck's missing Aurelia. Aurelia's a fun card. Don't hit 2, please. I mean, I don't want to call out names. It's none of my business. But the only ones whose results I know, obviously, are the ones that stream. Everything else would be speculation. So just think about the ones that stream. Well, boo. You told me once before never to DM you. Do not disagree. I loved watching Brad stream. I wish you'd stream again. So this thing can attack. It's fine. Guess I want to play this one to try to protect our Tocatli. Can't attack with the Knight of Grace either. Like, we're going to need some help here. Missing these land drops is definitely crushing us. Yeah, that's one of the cards we expected. Not a lot we can do about it, though. That's pretty harsh words. I don't know if he did what they said he did. I have no idea, but I would argue his results don't match his paper results. If they have a second Planeswalker, we're just dead. No, we're just dead. Okay, next game. Well, what can we do to try to improve this? Just really don't think this card's very good here. Maybe the Conclave's good enough. Well, I've not even looked into it. Like, if they had enough reason to fire him, that's enough for me. That's all I know. Not going to try to convince other people that should be enough for them. Each person's their own. But, it's enough for me. But, I guess I'm biased. I didn't like the guy to begin with, so it makes it real easy. Like, maybe if I liked him, it wouldn't be so easy. But I never liked the guy. Always thought he seemed disingenuous and a little odd. Surprised that we're having mana issues. Like, we're practically a 26 land deck. That sounds like a Murph thing. Yeah, this game's obviously not going well, but at least we played 4 spells. Hey, a green source. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Well, if he's got a finality, we're just gonna die again. Doom Whisperers, one of the reasons that we brought the Vivians and stuff in, but if we don't draw them, that doesn't help. So this thing only becomes a 5, right? But this thing becomes a million. So we can make him do his thing now. Like, he's probably not going to block. It's about the expected block. They can still just have land and finality, and that would be pretty good. The thing would go up to an 8, and we'd need to draw one of our 3 Vivians or one of our Ixalan's Bindings or Conclave, so basically we're drawing the 5 outs if he has it. They only put 1 card in the graveyard. I wonder what they're trying to draw to put 1 card in the graveyard. So weird as well. I think I just shipped this team. They're probably going to have a removal spell for this. So if I ship the team, they get a 3 block in here. But they take 9 going down to 2. We're going up to 4 because the removal spell probably kills this. Yeah, maybe we just set back. It's almost guaranteed that this is going to die. It's will they block this? So one of the reasons I wanted to attack with everything to like try to bait them into blocking this, but I thought putting them at 9 life just wasn't enough. And the way they're playing, they basically have finality. I don't know. It might have been right just to attack with them all and do extra damage. So cards that we would like to draw. Vivian, an extra Carnage Tyrant. Shalai. Huh. I think the Jeskai control decks can beat Carnage Tyrant fairly easily. They have Cleansing Nova. They have Settled Wreckage. They have Starve Extinctions. On top of that, they also have things that can block it like Nezahal. Like, I certainly beat them on stream yesterday. Well, this hand's a keep. It's the best hand we've had so far. And it's actually really good. I mean, don't get me wrong, you don't want to see one, but you have the tools to beat it. Starve Extinction is underplayed. I was saying that, like, Thursday and Friday in my group chat, and I think people were taking it as me making a joke. But I was dead serious, and I think the card is very good. In the current meta, anyway. Being able to kill Memorial to Folly and a Carnage Tyrant and sweep up the Planeswalkers all in one card is so good. I had no idea that was worth $10 on Moto. Wonder what his paper price is. Let us Google the paper price. I have 4 in paper. So that's a 3/4. Star of Extinction. It's like $5 or $6 in paper. That ain't bad. I think I'm just gonna jam this one. I think at one point they'd spiked higher, but I didn't sell them because I thought they were good. Thought they could go higher. Thought I might use 2 or 3 of them, and I wasn't exactly sure whether it would be 2 or 3. Could have sold the 4th, though. I was pretty confident I was never playing the 4th. This might prompt a concession from our opponent. Hey, Albert, I tried to come watch your stream earlier and give you the good news, but you were hosting The Real Shook. I was not able to give you the good news. So I feel like these and these are really good here. I actually feel like Vivian's too slow, but so I don't know if I want to bring the 4th copy in. I don't think I'm going to take the copies I have out. I'm going to bring in these 2. I'm just going to get fairly controlling. Actually, I think I will bring the last copy in. I am just a smidge worried about Niv Mizzet post boards while I'm bringing the last one in. The good news is the League of Legends season ends in 2 weeks, so that means I'm going to have to make a return for at least 10 games. Maybe more if 10's not good enough. I used to know where that was, Murph. I got fat and lost it. I mean, I have to get my skin. I'll probably start playing Saturday night or Sunday morning. They have an Arclight already. I don't prefer green-white over Boros. I basically play roughly a different deck every single day just to experiment. And Brad's article comes out on Thursday, so I'm saving Boros. Well, I've played Boros twice already on stream, but I'm saving the third time till after his article comes out. I actually prefer Boros. I think the removal suite from Boros is a little bit better, but I like to keep a kind of a variety in stream and decks and try a little of everything, just to see what meshes better or whatever. Like right now, like I would just love a deck that has, well, that's the wrong one in general. The Wormcoil will never be in the new client, Al. They're not putting the old cards on the new client. So they would have to reprint it in standard, and that doesn't seem likely. Card's a wee bit too powerful to be reprinted. I shouldn't say never, though, because they do some wild things. And just because they said they weren't going to reprint the old stuff doesn't mean that they won't change their mind and print it at some point when it does really well. I think he was saying Yao to what I was talking about Lava Coil, not to what you were saying, Al. Oh wow, I did not expect that. Hey, I played when Lava Wormcoil was in standard last time, and boy, it was good. It really was. It was very, very good. Am I dead? It's just 12. If you've got a shock, I'm dead. That's 13. Still not dead. Well, I can't beat a removal spell, can I? Can't beat a removal spell. Your stream life's over. You can't give up on the stream life. Yeah. Next game. Yeah. Really need the removal spells for this match. I mean, we brought in the 4 we had. We didn't draw them. That's about the best we can do. I don't think I want to change anything from the play to the draw. Is this good enough just to gain 4 life? Nah. Well, I know you need a job, so I hope you get it, Al. But I will miss seeing your stream. Okay, this hand's a lot better than the last hand. Are you excited to hear that Captain Flowers is casting the finals? With Kobe and Papa? I know how much you love Captain Flowers. Ooh, that was a good draw. Yeah, I have no idea how they picked him. Like, I would even take Jat over him. We have an aggressive draw. It may be good enough this game. I mean, we're obviously going to have to hit more lands, but... I'm not the biggest fan. We may. It's actually an interesting draw. Land, please? It is in fact a land. Let's go ahead and get his thing off the table. YOLO. Not getting his thing off the table. Like, even if he has a Cannonade now, we still get to bash for 6 next turn, and hopefully, knock on wood, cast a Lyra and or Vivian. Alright, no Cannonade. That means a minimum of 3 of our things are going to get through next turn, unless he's got, like, double shock. I guess he could have double shock. Nope. That indicates to me that there is no shock. You know, there's actually a chance that that could be good, Murph. I think if you're going to play the Beast Whisperer in green-black, though, you're going to have to play the build kind of like the Grand Prix Lille build that had 4 Llanowars and 4 Druid of the Cows, because you really need mana to make that card work. I'm also not sure what you would sideboard it in against. Maybe decks like Boros Angels? I don't know, like I wouldn't want it versus heavy removal decks. We're a little land heavy here. Thinking about saving this card for the Flourish. I'm just going to save that card for Flourish this game. JK, we drew a land anyway. You definitely do not like that card. Well, if they were holding a Jade Light Ranger, this is going to be good. Sounds pretty good. Wow, this is in our deck? I didn't expect this to be in our deck. I apparently did not look at the lands closely enough. What's our opponent doing? He's just like played no spells. I guess they're going to choop this then or something. These decks should not splash white. The white doesn't do anything for these decks. Let's see our big boy. That's a reasonable block. Merfolk Branch Walker. Yay. A boom? Give up a card casting this, but I think it's just good enough versus mostly what his deck does. Weird that they cast nothing here. Is it wrong with me just to play this and attack? I think I'm going to. Drawing extra cards just could be better. Because, like, you can guarantee he's got a removal spell at this point. But if he doesn't, we force blocks this way. Can't imagine they'd have Settled Wreckage in a deck that's got Assassin's Trophy. I don't know. Some of them like it. That's a good card. This is also a good card. They need to kill this. That's not killing this. Spoiler, that is. They have no attack. Yeah, they need to kill this too. Yeah, Jerry really likes Karn. I think they attack Planeswalkers more than people like me and you do, but we're not very good, so. I've never liked Karn. I can understand that it's got a high loyalty and like it's just straight card advantage, but I'm not a good enough player to make games play out in those manners. So, like, if the games aren't playing out in those manners, it's not that good for me. I feel like he could have attacked there. Oh yeah, here's something else that you have to kill. You just have to keep killing stuff every turn, friend. It's like the first turn you don't kill stuff is going to go real bad for you. Come on, stop hitting that crap. How many Chupacabras can you cast in a game? It's just not going to block here. Boo. That card will probably finish us. They found their Vivian before we found ours. Oh, and they found their third or fourth Bugler, or whatever the hell this is. I didn't really pay attention to what they bought back with the Find Finality, so this could be the fourth one. Right on time, we can't even cast you. So we're probably dead. I've not done the math, but I can't imagine how we would be alive here. Oh, cool. I feel like their white cards did nothing. They could have literally been any Planeswalker and did the same. I've not done the math. I'm probably dead, but we're going to see if I'm not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's just like a million. All right, we're dead. Oh, sideboard in these, I guess. Sideboard in these as well. Kind of want to bring these in this match. Feel like the game's going to go that long. No, bringing in these have to be bad because of finality. Excuse me. I still have so much to do tonight. And then something that I want to do. See, Lakers don't play till 10:30 tomorrow. We play a team that we can probably beat tomorrow. Yay. 10's not good, but I don't know if you can mulligan it. One of the problems with this hand is, like, this card alone is just not going to do anything. Yeah, drawing a land's not what we wanted. And they hit a Chupacabra. That means I'm dead. They put it in the graveyard, too. That means I'm really dead. You don't just put that card in the graveyard. They have Sillaways in their deck. This guy has no concept of what bad mana is. As badly as I want to play the Tecatli, I feel like I have to play this. He's not showed double black mana yet. Could have had Assassin's Trophy, but it's not like we can do anything about Assassin's Trophy ever, so there's no reason for us to pretend like we can. Why would you wait till my upkeep and do it? Oh well. Bad times. We'll hold the forest just in case they have Eldest Reborn. Yay, they drew their Vivian before we did again. We did side the third in. I got a land? What? Red Rover, send on over our Vivian. Or our Carnage Tyrant at this point. About half the cards we've drawn have been lands so far. So they can double block this. They do Vivian's dead. I guess that's good enough for me. Sucks to like throw this guy into possible death, but trying to kill Vivian just feels worth it. Hey, Carnage is here. They hit another land. Is that the second time they've whiffed with Vivian, or are they specifically not picking creatures because they have come into play battlefield effects? I am confused. Oh, just attack Vivian with everything? Probably just let Vivian die here. And like block this with just this. They didn't even bother to kill our knight. What the hell? Who's confused? I know I am. Alright. Yeah, I'll trade my Carnage Tyrant for basically all of your stuff. Guess I don't want this one to die. Because you could have Finality. Don't want it to survive for the same reason, though. Yeah, sure, whatever. Alright, I'm going to play the land now because we can save our guy from the big sweeper if he has it. Just like pretty reasonable that he could have a finality at this point. I really don't know what's going on in these games. Getting the Angel back because it can definitely attack next turn, whereas we could hit something of the Vivian that we couldn't even cast. Well then. I guess I'm just supposed to attack with both? He's just willing to take it? I don't know what willing to take it means. Yeah, we're gonna put you at 2 then. I guess that means you have a removal spell and you want to use it in response, so I'll just be happy to deal our damage and put down the 3rd lethal threat. My stuff doesn't survive finality anymore, but like the Vivian does then. It's weird that he wouldn't even bluff. Like I didn't go for it last turn, so I've showed that I'm obviously willing to not go for it. And he didn't try it this turn. Does anybody else think that's just odd? I don't want the enchantment removal. He showed us some Night of Autumns and stuff. I wonder if Adonto's good enough versus what he's showing us. Can literally attack for everything he's showing, right? Kind of wanted Johnny back too. Did I just bring you in for something? Is there any chance you're better than Foreign Lieutenant? No, Foreign Lieutenant can trade, you can't. Oh, tired. This hand's the worst hand we've had. I don't think I can keep this. There's just no chance that Lyra's going to survive by any point in the game. I need lands, but I don't really need a green land. I'm going to keep it anyway because of the double Vivian. If I didn't have double Vivian, I wouldn't keep it. Right on time, colorless land. Red Rover, send us on over plains. That's not a plains. There's about no chance this survives. Hey, I was right. Yay, us. We're so smart. Is that the third bugler? Wow. And the fourth. The third and the fourth bugler. Wait. Maybe I didn't close that off. It attacked me and not Vivian. Which means they're 100% killing Vivian. Again, they did it in our upkeep, which makes no sense. Let's just put down a relevant blocker, I guess. Well, since we know that he's got a Tristani, we might as well play the Honor Guard. They have to kill this. We're closer to ultimating than they are. If they do kill it, though, I have problems. Because they've set up a wall I'm not going to be able to attack through at any point. Caramba. Yeah. Just going to sacrifice the team to kill this. I don't think mine's great right now, but that's okay. It looks like we're going to lose this game pretty hard. I don't think there's anything we can do about it at this point. Maybe we can draw exactly if... I don't know what we could draw. I don't think we have an out. Maybe they'll punt it off and attack all at some point and we'll get a massive settled wreckage in. The only thing I can think of. guess I'm supposed to attack that with 2 of these. They have vigilance anyway, so if they kill things, it's roughly the same. What the fuck? Just say yes. So I assume next turn they go for the kill regardless. I don't think they'll play around things. Alright, well, we're dead. They have no reason not to go for it. They would have done that if we had 4 mana up either. We drew 24 cards, but we never drew an answer. It's discouraging to lose to 3-color randomness. That deck would be better 2 colors. I don't think their spot removal added anything to their game. I don't think that their Militia Buglers really added anything to the game. It's basically I just wasn't able to attack and kill their Vivian, and they were able to attack and kill mine, but they could have done that with any random creatures. Surprised we lost on the ground like that, though. Yeah, this hand's a keep. Versus another actual grinder. Ah, boo. This deck's probably not good versus whatever that is. This card's terrible. This card's not good either. If they have Golden Demise main deck, we 100% lose. If not, we have a 3-turn clock. I mean, they could obviously have things like Contempt and stuff, but... Moment of Weakness is a card, or Craving, or whatever it's called. Kinda don't want to play this because it's just going to get counterspelled. It makes no sense. They took 3 life for no reason. And we're dead if they have like a Contempt into Smooth or whatever. Hey Bogart, what's up? They have it, we're just dead. Our deck can't beat cards like that, so there's no reason to play around them. Like, we have basically zero outs to those type of effects, so there's no reason to ever play around them. Like, whether they get to do it this turn or whether they get to do it later, there's literally nothing we can do. Wonder why so many grinders are playing this style of deck. Like, it's like pretty clearly pretty bad. No reason not to block. Seventh land. Way too many. Pretty much concede right now, but I won't. Maybe we'll draw a Lyra, and maybe somehow they don't have an answer, but, like, those things aren't likely. Us drawing a useless card is just more likely. That seems like overkill. I don't know. I tapped a whole bunch of mana. I assume I tapped 6 at some point there. If he counterspells this, I'll go ahead and scoop. Well, we want this. We want you. I guess we'll even take you. Mostly because cards like this are trash here. You can save something from a Smoot, but that doesn't seem very good. Excuse me. I kind of think you're not great. This hand's trash. Might as well keep it as well. We're getting a lot of bad hands. We don't play 45 2-drops to not draw them. I'm only partially exaggerating with that. Like, there's a lot of 2-drops in this deck. But of course, they play exactly 4 of these and get one both games. Well, this game's pretty much over unless we can draw Carnage Tyrant and it'd be enough. Taking way too long to make a choice here. This isn't that hard. Yeah, our opponent just did something cute. Guess I'll get rid of this one. Yeah, give them enough advantage though. Like I said, this game's basically over with the exception of potentially Carnage Tyrant. Wonderful. Yep, that'll do it. Cool. Well, it still has 5 cards. We've not drawn a Carnage Tyrant or a land. Guess I'm supposed to binding this, even though I don't really want to. I have no desire to make that play, but because of cards like this and cards like this, there's no reason to leave it in my hand either. Alright, sure, you got me. Just stop drawing more lands than our opponent. Especially when we're looking at less cards. And probably have less lands in our deck. And give him a reason to smoot, I guess. Carnage Tyrant's not even very good versus these, and we've lost both of our enchantments already this game. So I don't think we actually have outs this game. I think anything that would let us win this game is something like just absurd luck. Is it bad that I'm so sure this Angel's bad that I would rather draw a card than play it? Huh. No reason to play the Carnage Tyrant, not when they have the double Blood Operative already out. I wouldn't attack with it, so. I guess if they're attacking with both of those, it just makes sense to block. Assume that means our stuff's about to be dead, so. Wasn't wrong. Hmm. Has to have a removal spell for this, so I'm not going to waste a mana on it. Excuse me. Goodbye, Danto. Hello, more Blood Operatives that we can't really do anything about. That's unfortunate. We almost got lucky enough. So now to finish this game, we're going to have to do a flyer somehow. Based on what their deck does, I don't quite understand how we can ever do it with flyers, but that's okay. kind of interesting. So if they play the other one, they're quote-unquote 13. This way they're quote-unquote 10, and we're trampling for 5. Just attack with both. What happens if we play that? It may resolve. Just attack with both now? Sure. So he can't kill this, and he has to block with 1. So they go down to 2 now. Yeah, don't care about my Danto. Ah, wrecked. I thought we had it, and then just Eldest Reborn out of nowhere. I don't think they had that Eldest Reborn either. Because it seemed like they were making decisions on their turns. Guess I'm supposed to bring this one back. Avon, in all honesty, I forgot that I could until you just said that. I legitimately forgot that I could. Yep. Definitely just forgot that I could. Sucks to be me. It's pretty hard to focus while streaming, to be honest. Red Rover, Red Rover. Don't draw the answer to Lyra, please, because we know it's not in your hand. Though, I mean, obviously you can get a blocker for it for the next couple of turns. But we know the card in your hand, so... The card in your hand doesn't do anything. So assuming they don't draw an answer for Lyra, we have 2 draws out of Vivian to win the game? Surprising to me. I guess not. They'd rather gain 4 life. That means they found an answer to Lyra, right? Nope, I guess not. So they're at 8. That doesn't quite kill them. Killing that could be good enough. Huh. To kill that or not to kill that? That is the question. Wait, why did they concede on that point? They could just draw a removal spell. And then they kill this and they gain 3 and they're fine. They have to have a removal spell. Maybe they don't. 4 contempts are gone. I didn't realize they drew 4 contempts in the top half of their deck. Alright, let's see if we can focus and actually play game 3 well enough to win. Probably not. I don't think I want to change anything. Maybe I want to bring the Lyra in. I think I am going to bring the Lyra in and take out one of the Pseudo lands on the draw. Pseudo? I think that's a word. Pseudo. Yeah, Ark was actually insane that game. He was pretty good in a game earlier today too, but then again, one game he was terrible because he wasn't a colored source. I think a game and a half he was kind of terrible because he wasn't a colored source. There was one game to where he just needed to be a colored source, and then there was another game later to where I think I won it anyway, but I think if he was a colored source, I would have won it easier. Actually, it might have been that game. Or it might have been game 1 of this match. I don't remember. Honest to God, I play so much Magic, the matches run together. I have streamed 480 days in a row, so they definitely run together at this point. It's probably not because of the flowers, because it's kind of like a 27th land. Or sorry, a 26th land. The problem is I keep wanting to sideboard a flower out on the draw. Does our opponent not play Doom Whisper? Or do you think they sideboarded them out because they expected us to be Vivianing it up? Sounds fine. Wonder if I'm supposed to Thorn or Lieutenant. Yes, I said Thorn or Lieutenant. I'm going to play this because of Moment of Weakness. Kind of hoping that they don't have Fault Erasure this turn and we get to knight this away. This one's better though if they just have the Blood Operative again. Played a pretty lone game too, and they didn't show us counter spells, so unless they brought them back in, I just don't think they have them. I assume they brought them back in, though, the way that last game played out. Just makes sense that they would have them. I don't know why they took them out last game. Maybe they didn't, maybe they just didn't draw them. Don't actually know, but... Got rid of the Eldest Reborn. That card feels like it's pretty good versus us. I don't know how to beat this card best. He would counterspell this, or he'll use a removal on it. I think trying to run them out of counterspells and or contempts is fine, because I think Vivian's the prize. That's the second time that they've hit a Surveil Blood Operative and then got a Blood Operative back. It's a bit of a tilt, because like the math on that has to be obviously pretty horrible. Especially since they don't surveil that much. Yeah, the math on that has to be abysmal, and they've done it in the past 2 games. They left the Blood Operative in the graveyard too. Makes me think whatever I play this turn's not long for the world. I kind of want to try to Binding this. But if I Binding that, I'm roping myself into basically playing 1 spell a turn for multiple turns. I just don't think whatever I play is going to resolve, and I think Binding's the worst card in our hand. Yeah. It wasn't a hard call to think that they had another counterspell there. Even if it is 3 of them in the top 14 cards or whatever. So now they get to flip Search for Azcanta, and that is a big, big problem. Contempt. Which means I can't play Vivian. Maybe we can draw a land and play double spell. Ooh, we'll take that. It feels like they have to have Whispers, but we saw over 30 cards game 2 and they never played one. They have another Contempt, but they didn't have the land last turn. Well, okay, never mind. They found the land. There you got it. Now they get to buy those back. Actually, they only get to buy one back. They buy two back, they're dead. We'll go ahead and put them at one here. There's a chance we can draw our Conclave and just win. Nothing else, or just jump blocking. Obviously, unless they have a removal. And they're doing a little bit better than that. Looks like they're doing a little bit better than that. So we know the card in their hand, we know this resolves. They can grab the one that they struggle to kill. Sinister Sabotage number 4. Not worried about that, though. They gain no life if it's a blood operative. Wait. They got a blood operative back, didn't they? Yeah, there's only one in their graveyard. They got one of them back. They weren't dead. I think he gave up 2 games that were still winnable. Obviously, he was behind, but both of those games were clearly winnable. Maybe the first game wasn't. Maybe he legitimately did not have another answer in the deck to Lyra. He'd already gone through a bunch of Contempts and a bunch of Eldest Reborns. He may have actually not had another answer. But there's no way that that game wasn't winnable. So get paired versus a good player ends up being a bad match. Play terribly, somehow still get the W. That must be a Sears' stream. By the way, for anybody who's new in here or doesn't watch very often, I stream every single day. This is 480 days in a row, and almost all of my videos go up on YouTube. Later tonight, there'll be 2 videos going up on YouTube. There'll be, I believe it's Jeskai Gateway and that won the one Grand Prix, and Red Deck Wins that won the other Grand Prix. I'll keep. I'm double checking to make sure it's those 2 videos. Not 100% sure it is, but I think it is. YouTube's being extremely slow as I go check. Want want. Wonder how this match is. Sorry, I'm distracted while I'm trying to go get this information that nobody even asked about. Yeah, it's the 2 decks that won the Grand Prix. Alright, sweet. Hope there was no background noise while I was doing that. Huh. What do they have to have come into play effects? Nothing? They got Loxodon, but that's not relevant in this point of the game. So I guess I should just get something that'll probably be able to attack. And the first strike guy's probably the one that's most likely to be able to attack. Okay, so they're not white weenie, they're just tokens. Basically 100% not attacking, so I'm just going to go ahead and cast that to be safe. No, not Conclave. What will I ever do? Taking the Knight and not the Honor Guard. Guess I'm not attacking. Red Rover, send the sun over 2 Lyras in a row. That's the ticket. 2 Lyras in a row. You can do it, deck. That wasn't a Lyra. How dare you, you vile game. So they can make 4 bros this way and really start hammering us. If they have the March. No March. I guess that's good. Binding. What to binding? We can binding the Loxodon, and that's okay. We can just get our Knight back, make it bigger. I think I like that in general. If we can dodge Multitude, like, we're not in the worst shape. I said a word. So this is an instant. Why ain't they using it like an instant? Alright, well, I don't think we have any out now. Maybe we can draw a Loxodon or something, but... Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're dead now. I know at least our Johnny's dead, right? Oh. Yeah, I'm dead. Well, like I said, as long as they didn't have to march, I thought we would win that game. They had to march. We lost miserably. What's a good versus them? I guess these things are. I guess these are. Don't think a Danto is. Don't actually think this binding is either. Just one creature? Probably not. Oh no, this was a play mistake. I want these. Tendershoot Dryads have to be good in this match, right? There's too many 5-drops. Maybe Cleansing Nova's not worth it then. Alright, well, we gotta win games 2 and 3. Sounds keepable. Got multiple first strikers and a Johnny. We're going to have to draw a bunch of lands. There's practically 26 in the deck, though, if you count the flowers, and I do. We don't draw one, though, and by one I mean 2, we're in really bad shape. Which one of you do I cast this turn? Oh, which one of you do I cast? Alright, well, we're dead. It's kind of a boring way to lose the last game. Oh, looky, they had the good draw. It's not that hard of a draw to get. It's literally 2 cards and 3 lands, but... Our Kingdom for like 3 lands in a row. Want want. Just dead. Should have been more specific. We don't have a Settled Wreckage in our hand either, so... By the way, I was supposed to double block one of these. I don't know why I didn't. Like, not double blocking one of these was moronic. I took 3 damage for no reason and gave them an additional creature. Like, I'm mentally checked out of this game. Yeah, Ivan saw it. We were 100% dead anyway, though. So even perfect play wouldn't have changed anything here, but that's not a very good excuse. It's not a very good excuse. Well, that sucks. Let's open our chest and be sad that we wasted like 3 hours. Yes, I said 3 hours. I know it's only been like an hour and 45 minutes, but... Yeah, pretty wrecked. This deck did not feel impressive at all. These green cards just feel a lot worse than the red cards that the Boros build has. I wanted to try because I wanted to try this build because I wanted to see if the Carnage and Tyrants and stuff made Jeskai a winnable match. And we've been getting paired versus a lot of Jeskai. We just didn't get paired versus one today, so I got to play versus none of the matches that I actually wanted to play versus with this deck. It's kind of discouraging. So I don't really understand what this card's in here for. It doesn't seem high impact enough. I want to sideboard it out almost every game. And the times that I cast it, it didn't impress. Let's just find someone to host. But no, I played pretty bad today. Guess we'll host Brad. As always. Anyway, take care everybody, and I'll be back tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm playing tomorrow. I know I'm playing Boros Angels on either, probably on Friday. But I gotta find something to play tomorrow. Not loving Standard right now. It feels a lot like Modern. Feels like you just pick any reasonable deck and hope you get the right pairings and there's not really a way to leverage it. But that's probably just wrong. It's just how I feel. I don't like formats with lots of decks. I like formats with 1 or 2 or 3 decks. But different people like different things. Yep, anyway, take care everybody. We're out.